Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, I just saw a stream. I think it's from Red Supreme and talk about everybody needs to cam up. Like, are y'all still on that bullshit again? I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but dude, stop the cap. There ain't nobody camming up. It's our fault. Anytime they tell somebody to cam up, or that goes for male and female, nobody's camming up. Nobody's camming up. You're wasting your fucking time, man. You're wasting your fucking time. I mean, I am up on these self live streams all the time. That ain't nothing. Like, talking shit is easy when you cam up or not camming up. Goes both ways. You stupid motherfuckers don't understand. The more you talk shit about these slow motherfuckers in the manosphere, opposite sex, of course, what's going on, Tyrone? The more you talk about them, the more problems you're gonna have, and especially when you came up. And I know this from experience. Tommy was a great example. Y'all should learn that by now. When he got cracked in the head, y'all should know, and that happens all the time. A lot of people get doxxed with that shit. I mean, you got to be a bold person. If you really back up what you say, it's not about having a house and everything. It's about who you are. You know, are you that dude? A lot of you dudes ain't built like that. I'm sorry, man. Only person I give credence to those that do it right and stay out. But a lot of people don't want to see that shit, man. That shit's played out. That shit was played out back in old YouTube land. Them days is done. People like to hide behind shit because you got trolls and shit. You gotta understand the troll culture has changed that. So I blame us as men telling females to cam up or men to cam up. It's a waste of time, man. Most people want to hear the message. You got some people that don't want to hear the message. It's cool. Exactly. But they're not wasting their time. Yeah, the general cams up. I cam up, but I'm just saying, stop wasting your time on people that ain't gonna cam up. That's like a dead and a nail. I'm so tired of hearing that shit. Like, it's just I know he has problems with PE. You know who I'm talking about, and he said this on his channel too. A lot of these dudes is not coming up, and the big homie's not coming up. You know who I'm talking about? JX. She ain't coming up, and if she did, she would just be another person. And like y'all wasting your time, man. A lot of these dudes is wasting their time, man. They thirst as hell and got issues. And let's talk the bullshit. They own dereliction. They cannot get over the fact that they fucked up, and that's who's leading your voice. And they have a metaverse ruining it for y'all. That's what that's about. I knew something was gonna happen. Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? They're not camming up. I mean, you can try that challenge all you want. I saw that last year was bullshit. She won. And now that person that cammed up against her is in a gang. And they about to be executed in December. I ain't talking about literally execution. I'm talking about off this website. There's a sting up on them. Cause you got agents in these spaces, man. I'm telling you, you got police in this space. They gonna see what they doing, breaking rules on YouTube and Google. Well, actually, Google and YouTube rules. They out of there. So she didn't really gain anything. She got some respect, but she didn't gain anything. You just let a woman like her, big homie's gonna win. Y'all just proving her point. Like I guess people don't want to get the doxing and everything. I understand that part, but nobody's camming up. Nobody's camming up. Like, what's the point? Like the last time a person cammed up, I'm not saying like on a live. I'm talking about pre-records. That's years ago. I got videos of myself. You see me. I do this. This is nothing, and I ain't got no problem going live on this. It's just the fact that we still talk about that shit. Y'all wasting your fucking time. She done made her point. That's a men problem. And that's why I hate to say it. If it was a women's space, you wouldn't have this shit going on. They say some shit like that. I see that's a woman's shit. They say shit like they have a right to say that because they kill each other, whatever. But they know how to fix themselves too. But as men, we fucked up. See, y'all fucked up. It's not the British accents. It's it's the accountability part. It's gone, Joe W. Salute. Exactly. I agree with that last one. She said doxing them. Yeah, because that's a form of doxing. Like you people, we're not doxing ourselves. We want to do this and know we exist. It's just the people that don't care, they got a lot to hide. They got a lot to lose on the job. It's not just that, it's just the fact, it's a lot of things. And if they find out you beefing with somebody, I'll give you an example. If you're beefing with somebody in real life, they can come do that work on you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to go into it. It's not just what you say in your message. Your message could be profound. It could be anything. But I'm just saying, Tommy learned a lesson. Niggas didn't like your message. A lot of people got emotional and cracked them. I'm telling you, it's a risk doing this. It's a risk of what I'm doing right now. I'm risking my life out here, spread my own message. But if you stand on to protect yourself, you're gonna win. It's a chess match with this. Camming up is a chess match. It's not easy as not camming up because not camming up it can be easier. You can maneuver around, but you still they're gonna find out your voice. This is basically what it is. It's nowhere around it either way. But camming up won't solve that. You should have. Let me tell you something. You niggas should have did that in 2015 when y'all had these little streams or whatever, 19, whatever. Y'all should have been done that. That's our fault. I mean, now I had to look at that stream, listen to what he's saying. Y'all talking about the weirdest shit, man. Stop it. Stop it. It's y'all's fault for allowing them to do that. What's going on, AB? These niggas always talk about cam. Let's cam up this. Let's cam up. Nigga, it ain't gonna solve anything. You're just giving, like I said, you're giving the trolls too much power. And that's why a lot of these dudes cannot handle the trolling aspect of the internet. And I'm not saying Google and YouTube. I'm saying in general. Y'all niggas ain't built for this. Because I've been on both sides of it. Not the doxing part, but I've been on both sides of the spectrum. When I was younger, I used to troll. I stopped doing that in my 30s, man. I kind of understand the game. And I know how to pick them apart. The trick is can't get emotional on here. It's a chess match. Because YouTube done designed it that way. So you gotta blame Google for that. They allow trolls and shit. This is the only site that I know that allows way more trolls than Twitter. Twitter's got trolls too. They speak their little ish. You got a lot of trolls in other places, but YouTube, Google and YouTube's got the notorious trolls. You'd be surprised. Years ago, they didn't have that. It was less then. Now it's more. They everywhere in other sites. And I used to troll back in Moco space, and I kind of stopped doing that when it was on to me on that account. It was fucking with my shit. I had to delete the account. That was like some years back. I told you about my story that self-live stream about the art of trolling, and someone got offended by that. This is why I had to cut that person off. She got mad because I did a stream on putting a battery in her back, and I had to stop going over there, man. That certain specific someone, the leech, ruined that relationship. So we already know where that's going. And she's in the beef sector right now. She ain't even part of the beef sector. And we know, y'all know who I'm talking about. Calls herself the Storm, right? She's in the beef sector. What DeAndre showed me in that Discord, it's not good about that gay dude, man. It's not good. But teach his own. That's YouTube. But not coming up is nobody's coming up in 2021. What's going on? I am listening RPA, but nobody's camming up in 2021. You know the problem is why they ain't gonna cam up. It's our fault. It's not the women's fault. It's our fault. We are responsible for allowing that shit. I've been against people not camming up for last year. They should cam up. But the point is, I look at our followers. They gonna co-sign that shit. They gonna co-sign that shit. They're gonna co-sign that shit. And the problem is, when we co-sign shit, it's our fault. Like, let's just keep it 1,000. It's our fault because I remember last year I got in with somebody about JX should have cammed up. You know what happened to me? I got some pushback. These niggas worship that bitch, man. I told you, man. It's dereliction time. These niggas don't want to admit that. I'm sorry, man. I ain't got no problem people camming up on these streams. I mean, streamers, you already know what I look like, so it don't really matter. But people ain't gonna cam up. Exactly. Yeah, third, you done said it. See, I ain't scared to show my face on here with y'all. That's the closest you gonna get. Just go to myself last. I have nothing to prove. I'm solidified. I've done it on a few streams, somewhere else's. They don't give a fuck. But that just shows you I'm not afraid of doing this. This is nothing. Outside, this is my thing. And this is actually good because you get to know who I am, what I look like. And then the person behind the avatar when I do my panel streams. I ain't got no problem with people camming up. Cause I showed myself. But niggas are so emotional, like everybody should cam up. And it's not gonna happen. And the funny thing is, in this year, like this whole metaverse thing, that was for them. That was for the JXs and the big homies in the world. We don't know what she look like. I mean, she does look like that. Yeah. AB say he came to. I've already came to. But that metaverse thing, that's for the JXs of the world. We don't know what hood servers look like. I said it yesterday on the stream with Jason. That could have been a white dude. So you got to blame certain people, certain men, for not camming up. So, and they fall in the path of what she's path. So she kind of ruined it for most women. That's why a lot of women don't cam up because of her. They fall in her model. And I noticed something like last year. I didn't like that. At least Celeste cammed up. I mean, she's average, but she's in a gang now that she created. They about to be gone in December. Like I said, they're gonna be here. No, they're gonna be gone. It's a sting off on them. What DeAndre showed me on uh, Thursday Thrills #5 was not pretty. He told Gino to get away from them motherfuckers. There's gonna be some police taking some channels away. But I ain't gonna mention that sensitive information because we all know who's got that information. He told us to Gino and Big J. All right, we ain't gonna save their ass, but teach his own. They hard headed. And shouts out to Ty City about Jerome Key over there. Yeah, he's over there too. He about to be gone too. Let his channel blow up and they're gonna snatch it. Watch. And they gonna be gone too. It ain't just gonna be, it's all of them. They on that weird shit, flagging people's shit, breaking rules and shit. There's a sting out about to happen. I'll let y'all know in December. Y'all be careful in December and be careful with certain groups. About to lock this shit down. He said, ever since I started coming up, my hate has been quiet as fuck. I'm not as undesirable and invisible nigga. That's why these dudes are scared to come up because it will ruin their credibility with the shit talking they do. Yeah, that's part of it. And part of it is, it's not just that. What's the point though? Because you won't solve anything because they ain't gonna cam up and they stand on that worship. That's why JX exists. If she cammed up, yeah, it'll ruin their credibility. It'd be like Tommy. They wouldn't last. They'll get destroyed. We'll win the roast battle. What's going on, G Salute? These niggas is done, man. And they can talk all the shit they want. It's just not only that, it's just so what they look like, body wise. You know, you talking about body cam, they asses up out of there. I don't see them thriving. You gotta remember, a lot of these dudes, it's not gonna cam up for the right reasons. They just gonna cam up and do it for the money. You know, some people just do it that. And I respect people that cam up, you know, but don't tell everybody to cam up because nobody's not gonna do it. I've seen that challenge go south all the time. They're gonna worship the same person they're gonna worship. To do that, you gotta create new systems, force them to it. But Metaverse is making it worse. You know what Metaverse is doing is protecting Zuckerman, aka Zuckerberg, because that human trafficking shit that was going on in Facebook. They're trying to get him for that. He's gonna buy his way out of it and got the metaverse to cover the shit, and you can create your own avatars and you don't have to show yourself online. You have a little visor on your face. I saw that shit. I said, "Oh my god, they just helping people not camming up again." See, Google and YouTube don't want you to cam up. I'm just gonna keep it real. They don't want you to cam up. Because a site like this, they want you gone. Like the guys that came up and speaking out, they want you gone. I see their channels get flagged way more than the person that doesn't get cam up. Be gone. That's it's gone. What's going on, Red? It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. If she ever cams up, she doesn't look like her avatar pic or how supporters and managers her look like. It will destroy the illusion, the allure of her, and she is not stupid. She knows what she's doing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That right there, that's money. That's money. You can't destroy a goddess. You know, she act up, we tell her to cam up, and I try to tell her that on certain panels. That bitch frees up. She gets quiet. And she's catfishing. That's why GMT said if that's her in that pic with the tattoo, I try to find that Instagram channel, not channel but page. You know what happened? I didn't see nothing. I type in that name, scrubbed off the internet. Hmm. She mad at me because I was with Kudas. I checked her ass when she tried to come at me with that the instigating shit with me and MOT. She started that shit. Oh, you cammed up once. I bet you did, Red. I didn't see you cam up, but I bet you cammed up over at Kudas. I didn't get to see you cam up. That's a whole nother stuff. That's a whole nother topic. I mean, if you was off air, we'll see what you look like. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter at that point. Because a lot of dudes, they just want to flirt and do their things. But nobody's came up in 2021. I'm sorry. JX done ruined it. The big homie done ruined everything. But when I saw Bala X's clips of her, and he got it from GMT, that shit is just crazy. A lot of people say that's not her. No, that bitch, that is her. And match to that voice and certain carpet, GMT ain't lying. Don't be surprised if that's her. And you be like, wow. And she's smart to do that, not to make these niggas go crazy over. See? She picked a marketing scheme. As this girl with no pics of them. Well, exactly. Yeah, it's true. But there's an Instagram of that woman that GMT showed with the tattoo trying to say that's her. Don't be surprised. These women be catfishing with these pics. They know how to troll too. These models know how to troll too. They have all these multiple accounts for a reason. They study the troll game. They study the troll game. Y'all don't get it. They study the troll game. I see this all the time in Instagram. I'm on Instagram, but you can't find my channel. I mean, not channel, but page. It's private. I don't put my shit out there like that. I just be in the sky. I see everything. I do shit. Same with Twitter. I be in the sky. I'm an observer. I don't comment on nobody's shit. I just watch this bullshit happens over there. I see what's going on over there. I'm in the shadows with it. That's what I do. Not as a creep. I talk to people and message and that's it. But outside of that, don't expect me to reply. I stay on this shit. I talk to most people on here versus them other two sites. I don't care. I just observe and look and just toss it to the side. You know what I'm saying? I treat them other networks like it ain't nothing. Because last time I did that, it was Mocal Space. I used to chat, greet people, and all that stuff. I used to have a troll account. I delete the troll account over time, like a couple years it got me. Delete that bitch. Kept my main account, and I'm good. I ain't been on Mocal Space since. It's dry over there, chat wise. Oh, it's on Platts. Okay, I didn't know, Red. I didn't know. And I look like me. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I might have to see that stream. Well, I have to see that stream with Platinums. What stream is that? I have to find that stream. I have to see. Because you probably did it for a second. Yeah, Instagram Live. I try to get on that bitch. I didn't want to do that either. Instagram Live is crazy. Man, nobody's camming up in 2021. She said she gonna cam up soon. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, hey, you gotta get out of that JX spell, man. Some people stop camming up. But if you want to cam up, hey, go ahead. But I do it on these. Y'all know what I look like. Y'all know what I look like. It was for about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's at the end. Ah, okay, okay. I might have to find that stream he did because there's a couple streams. I don't be watching his streams like that. I be in the chat and the clouds with it. He streams periodically. He's consistent, but he ain't been right since he was on a tear. He was on a tear this summer. Last summer in the spring, he was on a tear. Platinum was on the tear. I just got started, but once he went on the down slope, I mean, he's getting views, but he's on the down slope. Ain't nobody coming over there but a bunch of weird niggas over there. Platinum's shit's dry too, but he still got content. I mean, that's what he loves to do. Nobody's gonna be over there like that. Now Ramil's gone. When Ramil's gone, Platinum's there. He's got his follow. Hey, when Ramil went to Patreon, guess what happened? Platinum went. Platinum, I think he got a picture of himself holding a cell phone. He cussed out Rogish about camming up. It's another dude. I'm just saying, man. Nobody's camming up. They got a lot to hide too. I agree with that. It's a combination of a lot too. It's that. It's a lot of things. If they beef with certain niggas on here, they gonna come. Yeah. Cerulean kind of cammed up. I hate to say this. Cerulean kind of cammed up off air. He didn't show me his face, but he showed me a little something, something. That was over at DeAndre's. Y'all know that. I keep that to myself. That's why I got respect for the women who came up. Topaz, 60 Red, Mahogany Melody, Danica, Raw B, Nadia. Yeah, Nadia came up. She's cool. Melody has cammed up on self pre-record. What's going on, DS1? Cheap State Sleep TV. Salute, bro. And a few others. You can't talk shit about other women's looks, especially if you don't cam up. Exactly. And that goes for men too. And the problem is why people don't cam up. It's psychological too. A lot of it's psychological too. Because this internet shit can get the best of people. And some people just, a lot of people just don't want to be seen. I understand that aspect, but still, like if you're gonna talk your shit, you can cam up or not cam up. They know what you look like. As long as you have streams like these or pre-records, they know what you look like. That's all this nigga, they can pull a picture on you. All they have to do is fight you. They don't even have to, they can make fun of you, what you look like and all this stuff. That's easy. But the problem is, dudes just said, fuck it. The avatar is a weapon. I try to tell y'all, man, that's a marketing scheme. Like, you ever heard of metaverse? That's what it is. And I know it's not fair because that's catering to them. See, in their mind, they think they can get away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? In the future, you don't even know what people look like. I'll give you an example. You got this guy named Hoodservative, right? A lot of people think he's a brother. Him and Flexit. What happens if they're a bunch of white boys? Ain't what they sound like. It's how they're gonna matches their voice. We don't know what these people sound like. Now, when Beasley cammed up, we know he looked like Michael Myers. We know he looks like Michael Myers and shit. When I saw him cammed up and there was a woman said, Beasley, I seen you. And me and Kuda started dying. We shouldn't have did that, but yeah, Jason Bourne, yeah. He told his ass up, man. He can't say shit now because they got his ass. And Brandon L ain't shit for that pick. He ain't shit. I try to tell Kuda that is Beasley, but he's y'all gonna get me in trouble. No. He done. Cluster would destroy him, man. DeAndre, what you got me into? These niggas done told the woo-haw. You niggas is fucked up looking when they don't even put a avatar pic of themselves. Instead, they got chess pieces and cartoon characters as the avatar. Exactly. You talking about, yeah, I know what you talking about. You talking about Mr. Chess Piece. God damn. Yeah. See, my avatars are different. I got a microphone. I got the sky. I could have put my hand up in the sky. That y'all would have saw my hand. It wouldn't have mattered. I had a hat like this. I would have had what else I would have had? But see, I got the statue, the Morris statue. That's iconic in the space. So I've been everywhere. What else I have? I got a lot of avatars. A bunch of microphones, broadcasting mics, really. that I found on the website. I just use as a picture. And then I have the villain characters. That's it. And then the Dragonus. I had Piccolo. So that's about it. That's my avatars. But mainly I use the sky up in the air in the backyard. I had a good view. On might have the night one, but I have the air. Then the king from Witcher 3. I got that. That's gonna be my main avatar I use. Just like a branding of this channel. But the black statue is iconic. It's iconic in these spaces, black sectors and things like that. Oh, it's 100. Okay, talking about bill. Oh wow, word of wisdom. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Talking shit behind an avatar, your entire YouTube career is blue pill. Exactly, exactly. It is blue pill. Well, most of my career on YouTube, I would say like a hobby. You see several old videos I cammed up on the Moorish Science Temple shit. Even all of them, big cammed up. It ain't nothing new. This looks like an albino gargoyle. Oh shit. I cam up a lot on my shorts. Yeah. We show ourselves plenty of times and stood behind what we. Yeah, same here. Oh, of course. Mr. Chess Piece is king of the Renaissance. Yeah, he is. And not have confidence. Exactly. You can't give game and not have confidence. That's so true. Obsidian disrespect the fuck out of JX while she was on the panel. Oh, Oblivion, yeah, he's another clown that doesn't cam up. Yeah, he's got his picture, but that's why I call him what he is. They the main ones. They don't even be talking, and everybody wants to talk about PE and which card Red going at it. That's like a beef to me. Red better be careful. That nigga's emotional, man. Well, Cerulean DeAndre told me about him in that Navy ship, that boat off air. I'm not gonna comment. That's a Navy joke. Y'all know if you on that bad boat, that wasn't a good one. I know some things about him off air. Shouts out to Cerulean and DeAndre because they comrades. They in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? They know a lot of secrets about these Navy dudes. They be fraudulent on here. So there's a lot of frauds in the military. Think they have the best ship. They was in the bad part of the ship, and I ain't gonna mention no names, claiming he's A lot of you dudes ain't up there like that. Sorry. The only person I respect is Cerulean and DeAndre. They show facts. They show their shit. If they show their medals to you, y'all wouldn't even believe. Their professions are different off what they do besides their career. You can't show no evidence like what you've done. So you know what I'm saying? But that's just the military. That's a whole nother spiel. He said, what part of the game is buying women brand new kitchen appliance that isn't your fiance or wife? Exactly. A lot of dudes like that, but people are not camming up in 2021. I just had to make this stream. I was like, are we talking about this again? Because these people are scared. They scared. I tell you my issue when I cammed up. I start camming up this whole year. What's going on, Wacky Shalom, man? It's been I think in the months of this, well, 9 years ago, I used to do it. It's all certain videos. Yeah, they are. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. Ain't nobody cammed up. Yeah, like it's a certain individual I'm subscribed to. I'm like, dude, ain't nobody. That's our fault. We allow these cretins, the ones that don't cam up, and then the incel problem. Shouts out to Cerulean talking me about that sensitive information in DeAndre, but we know what's gonna happen next month. It's guillotine system. I don't have a link, bro. I'm on my phone with this. What you talking about? This is a self live stream. I ain't on no stream yards. That's a whole nother spew. Lots of red pill are military married only travel the world because yeah. Okay. But I'm just saying, man, like how can you not know that people wants to cam up all the time, but that takes that takes a lot. That takes a lot of guts, man. But see me, I don't have a problem. I do it on here mostly. That's it on self live streams. I'll give you what y'all see, and that's it. I used to show walking around the yard with my legs and feet in the shoes I had, but eventually I started doing this. I said, you know what? Let me get some views off this shit. I'm going back to my old stuff when I had my pre-records and I used to cam up. I don't know what months ago, 9 years ago. It was one of those videos, and I started doing it every other often. Sometimes I didn't. You heard my voice, you know what I look like. My old my old content. I used to do that. My old content. My whole old content, I used to do that. I used to do that shit. But these self live streams is live. So it's, I started out like this. I told you, when I started live streaming, I started doing these type of streams. It was efficient. But the panel streams, I already know I got my little signature. I came up a few times. I don't think I cammed up. Like, yes, I did. I cammed up on with DeAndre. I did when I had Shadow Games. That was a long stream. I've had, I'll say once. Probably do it a few times, but if I have a nice setup, I'll cam up more often. That ain't nothing. Yeah, he said I don't have people not issuing the camp, but you can't be talking cash shit about people who don't cam up, especially when it comes to critiquing someone else's looks or appearance. Exactly, and that goes for the ones that are cam. You can't either because you don't know what that person look like. Because all they had to do is screenshot you. It goes both ways. You gotta back up what you're saying, and then they got you. It's a two-way street. It ain't a one-way street. Because a lot of things end up bad. I've seen people got dealt with. It's not fun. You got to be bold what you say out here and then say, okay, you got to have equal footing. If not, y'all both still getting roasted. You have no right to talk about nobody. It's fair game. You got to pay attention to surroundings. It's kind of like talking in person. Don't threaten people online when you cam up or not cam up. That goes both ways. They're going to find you and get you up out of there. That's why I advise to stay calm, have a conversation, move forward, keep it above board. But they ain't going to do that. Niggas is hard headed. Because in their mindset, the internet is powerful. Don't get me wrong, because trolls allow this shit. Men and these weak men, I call them niggas, I call them derelict Negroes. They allow this shit. They allow JX to do this shit and make it standard. And I'm not blaming her for not camming up. This is all people. It goes male and female. The problem with it is you cannot sell somebody to cam up, and it's our fault to blame. We set what the internet is today as men, especially black men. We can't cry about what we did. That's our fault. It's our fault. That's all I have to blame. You can't blame the women and us. No, it's our fault. It's collective. We allow shit like this to happen. Now he's scratching our head, be like saying, "Well, I didn't know she didn't care about," and then your ass go. I don't care nothing about you. That's the whole purpose, and that's just it. Like I'm not saying I'm being petty or whatever, but people don't care. I mean, I have no issue camming up either. That ain't the issue. The issue is quit telling people to cam up. It's dumb at this point because they gonna stand on for not camming up. All you're doing is create more trolls. I'll tell you that right now. Camming up is cool if you got something to say. A lot of people don't need to be on camera. I'm just telling you like that. Just like on panels, it's the same way. You gotta be careful. Are you really about that risk? Can you handle the trolling? I can, and don't care and just knock their ass loose. They can talk their shit all day. They ain't gonna stand next to me in person. They'll get slaughtered out here. You know what I'm saying? I can stand on what I say. You niggas ain't gonna do shit. I can get a couple of dislikes. I don't even care. But that just shows you I have a standard to stand on. So when you do content, but people are just pathetic. And once you start roasting them, it's over. See, they can't handle psychological damage. I'm a presence killer, man. I'm sorry. I've noticed that on panels. I'm a presence killer. I just watch what they say. They say something dumb, they up out of there. It's that simple. Yeah, yeah. Of course, you're gonna benefit. I ain't got nothing to lose either, cause I'm on that type of time either. I just get my message and get out. That's why I do these. That's close as you're gonna get. They criticize Celeste for camming up, but praise avatars. Well, here's the thing, Third World. That's her fault. She fell for the Deke move. When I saw that shit, that's our fault right there. Shouldn't took the bait. Like I said, they sold out, man. And why you think they create metaverse? Think about it. If they didn't create metaverse and she cammed up, they'd create a system for that. I'm trying to tell you, they watch what we do, man. The internet is a weapon. Don't fall for the okie doke. It's people that cam up but should cam down. Yeah, some people should cam down. It's nothing to prove. If you've cammed up so many times, people already respect you. You already got the respect. People got my respect. They got my respect. And if they respect me for camming up doing these, views go up. I just noticed something. I'm playing with the algorithm. I'm playing with the algorithm. And sometimes you do streams like these, this is nothing. But when I do these, I speak my mind about things that matter. So I have no issue camming up. That ain't the issue. My issue is people telling them to cam up. They ain't gonna cam up if they got something to lose. Let them talk this shit and just kick them off the panel. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that too. So yeah, some people look at it that because you got a lot of weirdos in the space too. But I understand the confidence of camming up. That's your choice. I had triple black cammed up once. I've cammed up on my own shit one time. I ain't got no problem. Problem is, what's the damn deal about camming up or not? To me, it's silly at this point because you're not gonna force the ones that don't cam up. All you gotta do is find an Instagram shit and it's over. Just don't have an Instagram, and Facebook, and nobody's fucking with those. But they fucking with this metaverse. And guess who's not camming up? Women's taking advantage of that. Men ain't taking advantage of that. They still gonna beat us, man. But the thing is, men should do both instead of do one. I'm just saying I ain't got no problem, but nobody's scamming up in 2021. What's going on, Nadia? Uh it's just like, why talk about it? If he wants to cam up, fine. But when Platinum got upset and cussed out Rogish, whoo. Mm. So it's like cross the board. You know? Y'all know what I look like. I ain't got no issue. Cause I can talk my spew and roast. I can roast you from here. Cause on panels, that don't mean anything. And I have proof. When I do these streams, when I respond to them, that's me. I'll tell you that's me. It's gone, man. It's gone, Alonzo. It's just like, I understand people that not cam up and they got a lot to lose, or if they beefing with somebody. A lot of times, people end up dying over this shit, and that does happen. That does happen. You just don't hear about it. And what Cerulean told me, that makes sense. But I ain't gonna say hide behind the black screen, but I ain't gonna throw those shots. I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a whole nother topic on that. Oh, that's Platt. I mean, that's on him. Yeah, he's in the hot seat right now. What old boy. He's in a hot seat. That's his ass, though. He'll get exposed if he wants to get popular again. He said he used to be cool with Lil Wayne and those guys in interviews, but they gonna expose him eventually. He can talk all that bullshit he wants to, flexing and shit. They gonna get tired of you. Trolls get tired of you eventually. Third, they gonna talk shit regardless. You can't stop people from talking shit unless if y'all meet in person, you can crack his shit. That's what I want to see. Ain't about talking shit. I agree. The first part, what you're saying, yeah, it's once again, but once again, I'll tell you this: you're putting yourself at risk. And Tommy had to learn a lesson and cracked his fucking skull. Yeah, Rogish said some shit like that to Platinum. Like I said, he's one of them. It's no hate. It's no hate towards him. Just telling you. Red Supreme is at him. Yeah, he talking about him. A lot of people say he ain't, but yes, he is. I read subliminals, man. I understand niggas. I know niggas. I know people. You can't tell me you ain't talking about somebody. Let's just keep it above air, man. Somebody's gonna get hurt over this shit. And I'm okay. Like you said, I agree with this part. I don't care whoever comes with a no, but you got to stand on it in person. If someone has the other camera on both of you, and we already know what you look like size wise, right? But if he looks like something different, oh yeah, it's gonna ruin him. But he did it himself. You got to stand on your shit, man. Because this YouTube shit, I remember years ago when I had an older channel, niggas didn't laugh. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it's a risk for putting yourself out. Yeah, I start doing that shit. And I was trying to create another channel eventually, but Google and YouTube forced my hand to create this channel. Even though I lost over some political shit, I had to tone certain things down, but I still stand on what I said back in those times. And let's keep it above board because there's a lot of sickness in the black sector. It's a lot of bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Roguish Challenge, dude, man. You don't see him over there now. Exactly. I agree, Nadia. I agree. That right there, yeah. Once you start judging people's faces, yeah. Yeah, it gets like that. And especially in person. Oh, that's the beautiful part. I ain't worried about just, you know, on these panels and things. I just want to see it in person. That's a no. And see, men are different. Women, they don't care. They argue, scream in person. I've seen that most times where I used to work. But men, oh, it's gonna get physical, man. Talking all this shit online. Yeah, a lot of dudes ain't built like that. I just tell you, I laugh at these dudes. I don't take these dudes serious that don't cam up because I'm gonna tell you a secret. Once they get catched by the right one where I'm from, you ain't gonna see them again. I'm just gonna give y'all a fair warning. Cause they listen to what you said. Like I'll give you examples. Cerulean. He told me that his family and his people listen to what we're saying. I ain't getting on his bad side or none of that, but he's got people listen to me. Like if it's a good message, fuck with you. If they don't, that's cool. But the problem is people don't realize they think he's just sitting in his his office and taking in what's going on, Cap. But they think he's just sitting there and just stay in his little office. You know what he told me and DeAndre told me? People's listening. Now DeAndre's got family. He's straight. But really, he got niggas. I respect the nigga, man, because I talked to him off air and I told you. They be listening to my shit too. And I appreciate him though. But other niggas that try to threaten him and shit, they listen to the loudspeakers. He's military. Nigga stealth mode, man. Y'all better leave that nigga alone, man. Nigga ain't playing with y'all. Don't play that game. Best to head up. You know, I say to that, I ain't got no problem camming up. And like I said, a lot of these dudes don't tell people to cam up. You already cammed up because their confidence level is gonna shift because number one, it's that ego and pride thing. Like I said, it's our fault. We got to make that standard, but since we don't have no standards in these spaces, That's one of the reasons I said something like that last year, and they just gave me, yeah, yeah, women do that mess and cam up and like for what? To prove what? Yeah, exactly. They do that, and sometimes they allow shit the ones that don't cam up to in the space too. But it's our fault. It's our fault. We perpetuate shit because we the kings of perpetuating shit. Yeah, I went on a panel and the chick was fighting over my hair because being fake, but when it's not okay, it's not so whether you show yourself or no folk will talk. Exactly, and that's part of the problem, man. They're not gonna cam up because I saw a stream like, dude, y'all not gonna make the big homie cam up. If she got exposed on Instagram and OnlyFans, it ain't gonna solve anything. She knew what she did. She finessed these dudes, and it's our fault. We trust in that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we gotta protect a space and have some standards. But these niggas ain't got no standards. I'm telling you what I know because a lot of people ain't ready for that. Trying to be Hollywood and shit. Yeah, you gotta show yourself. She ain't ready for that. And I'm not even mad at let me tell you something for the record. I'm not even mad at the big homie JX. I'm not even mad at her. You know why? Because what she's doing, it is a chess piece move. But these dudes, they always show their hand. Show their hand. You can't blame people for not camming up. It's a lot of I can list a lot of things that make stream about why people don't cam up. And it's a lot of reasons. See, I do it on self live stream. You can see who I am behind the avatar. That's what that nigga look like. Okay. You ain't got no problems with me in person. Now, here I am. Ta-da. Yeah. Be big mad because she's on easy eyes and she doesn't look like a C. But yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, 30. You ain't this, boy. Man, listen, having them dudes for life insurance and they talk all that. So, yeah, exactly. They ain't built like that, bro, man. Like I tell you, I seen this all the time. It can go bad. It can be good in your favor, then it goes bad. See, you got to stand on it. You got to be honest. Stand on your disrespect and go on. Just be honest. You know, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a character. It's easy to be a character. You know what I'm saying? The avatar is just doing, to me, it ain't ruined nothing really. It's just a way to get to know the person behind the avatar, but it's all good. Oh, hail the great skull. What's going on, DeAndre? Yeah, we're going to talk about that in this Thursday, and I'm going to break down why people do what they do. It's a lot of. No, he doesn't. That's why he's fraudulent. We don't know if he looks like that in that picture. So I don't trust dudes like that. He ain't shit. That's why I call him Oblivion, man. He's a piece of shit. Talking all that bullshit over at Bernie Post. That's why he's a fuck nigga, man. I don't like niggas like him, man. He's what's wrong with these spaces. That's why we got an incel problem. That's why it's really be on his head, man. See, Cerulean did cam up once upon a time. A lot of you know, Cerulean did cam up. But he had to protect social security reason they trying to threaten the man. You don't. He told me a lot of stuff offline, man, and I had to be aware of it. And that shit's serious, man. These dudes is weird like that. Yeah, they do, cat. They do. They do cam up more than me. It's only a handful. When JX don't do it, I get why she don't. So you got to blame the men on that. So hey, she's in these men's spaces, but hey, but eventually, let me tell you something. She will eventually. I'm just gonna fall back. If she does cam up, who cares? I feel like who cares? If she does look like that, hey, who cares? No one cares anymore because it's gonna get to a point. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't even care. Yeah, Wednesday morning, man. Last night, oh, it's Wednesday morning over your time. Yeah, Wednesday morning. I know because tomorrow it's Tuesday morning over here, but it's Wednesday morning over there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll say tomorrow I'll do a stream on the liberalism thing. I'm gonna break that down into a fragments. I'll ask a question. Does it really matter? I'm gonna make a part 2 series and I'm just gonna kill it. That's just crazy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That shit is that's yeah, it's a problem. I don't blame her either. Yeah, I don't blame her either. She has a right. What's going on, Gabe? Old man needs a booster seat when he goes to the bar. Exactly. Oblivion is crazy, man. I tell you, it's a lot. Let me tell you something. I have no problem showing this. Okay, confidence or not, and even the ones on panel streams, I try to protect my shit because you got trolls that try to, you know, flash you with the doxing can, trying to get you up out of there. But it's cool. You know, I do these just talking to you. It's like better than pre-records to me because pre-records you don't get that many views nowadays because YouTube done made it a way. Do this, do less panel streams and shit. I get it. Panel streams is cool. You know, you just gotta have topics. It's like a small podcast, but eventually YouTube will have something like this to talk about. And I got no issue. Start talking and then I'm out here. That's content right here. It's anything. You make anything out of content. You just got to find a topic, just throw it out there, you know? Because I remember YouTube used to be broadcasting stuff. And they took that off. They said, nope, you ain't get, you don't need it. I just find it funny that people in this space find it more important for a female to show her face, but then it's to help advance the so-called black. Exactly, it's bullshit, man. I mean, we had our incident about that wacky, but I understand at the time because I don't know why they praising it, but I understand why. You know, a lot of people don't care for her, so it's always gonna be something. And that's that to me. I'll tell you like this: if you want that standard of them to cam up, let me tell you something. That like on use Ty City saying, if you trust a female, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's gone, Misha. Good morning. It's your fault. I'm not mad though. It's not about trust. I mean, I trust and respect these in here. You know, it's not these ladies in here, but I'm saying any female that's strange you ain't mess with. If you trust in one that you're not familiar with, that's what Tassi is really saying. It's your fault. He said it last night. But speaking of Mr. No Light Side or White Side, can't save the boy. Ty City ain't ish for it. He has to scrub some same sexual comments off his channel because he said some same sexuals be on his panels, right? I'm gonna respond to him real quick. It's a light intermission. Ty City said what he said, and I agree with his stream. And he said, Jerome Key, Jerome, you up out of there. You can't be doing that shit. You can't be doing that shit. Get your subscribers. Don't talk about being everybody else. Cause I know what's gonna happen next month. Some individuals about to be up out of there. I was scared to cam up for a long time, and now I don't care. Yes, the cat. That's the key. Keep doing it. You all right. A lot of people was. Well, I kind of started doing that, and you said something to me about myself live streams. I said, instead of showing my feet, I said, you know what? I'm thinking about doing that. Coming up. If I have a powerful message, I just, you know what? Fuck it. And I start doing that shit too. Start doing this shit too. But I actually started out doing this anyway. To be honest with you, in the room and outside, start doing it. Keep doing me. Yeah, third, that's crazy. Agree both of y'all's points. Yeah, exactly, Wacky. Yeah, and they talk about the same old shit. They're not helping nobody. But the person that don't cam up that leads the space, I ain't gonna say lead. She ain't leading shit really. She leads a whole nother category. That's our fault. It's weaker dudes. Co-sign that. You can't get mad at people. You just can't be mad because I come to the realization of this year when I start streaming, I start laughing at that shit, those comments. I gave up on people trying to tell that person, cam up, you from England, cam up. It's just you just giving them too much power, man. That's like what they say, Sinji. That's their god. Shout out to really saying that. The black woman is their god. She ain't my god. That's what basically what they're saying. And I'm glad Ty City pointed that out last night. He said, it gets so emotional when she say certain words, and you can't talk about it, man. You're giving her views. That's like how I do the rest of these dudes in these spaces in these sphere. I don't give them credence. They already been destroyed by trolls. But it's our fault allowing shit. That's why they always gonna have a voice because they got, like I said, they got peasants. You're giving her too much power, man. I understand people can critique her, but you're wasting your time. She's always gonna talk her shit. She's just like Tommy, the other people. You gotta put them in that category. The only way you can do that is ignore her ass. She ain't saying shit. And she's gonna be debunked 1,000 times, but who cares? Don't waste your time. Because all she does is gonna hurt your fucking content. Because if she rolls up on your panels, you ain't got no protection, she gonna go pop on your ass and you're up out of there. That's all she's gonna do. I already know she's got issues when I discussed this off air with DeAndre. She's done. She's not even a content base. That's a waste of content if you talk about her. That's like talking to KS all day. What's going on, mate? Salute. I'm tired of that shit. She's a liability. That's all she is. And it's actually kind of funny what she's exposed these dudes. She exposed these dudes' hand, man. You let that shit bother you? I understand people that critique her, I understand it's cool with the jokes and stuff, but 9 out of 10, it's a waste of content to me. That's just me. I'm not big on coming at her like that. That's a hustle. And she gonna look at you and respond that way. See, you gotta get her when she's not comfortable. You gotta get her in a space and she gets destroyed all the time. You know what I'm saying? She's in her echo chamber. He's a shout out to Toya, the ultimate tutor, voice. She also cams up and let people exactly. Of course, Toya's bold. I try to tell you, Toya's the truth. What the fuck y'all talking about there? We know that she the truth. She has a right to do what the fuck she wanted to do. That's her own merit. Exactly. She's looking for validation. Let's see that for the slow ones in the back. The type of woman pushing the cam up and cam up bullshit is looking up for validation. Exactly. They all do. Some love and live for toxicity and like always say, stop playing with crazy folks. Exactly. They're the main ones too. Men do the same shit. It's a two-way street. But I'm just saying, gotta back it up in person. We shouldn't be talking about this shit. I ain't got no problem camming up. That's my choice. I don't force it on nobody. It's just like religion. You don't do that. Let them be weird and hang themselves. That's how you beat that. And then you ain't got nothing to do with it. That's on them. Once they ruin your channel, they dip right off back into the yeah. There you go. It's just you can't be talking that ish, man. You gotta stop being arrogant. Being arrogant is not cool. Being arrogant is not cool. I had to make this stream because I got tight when certain people be saying that shit. I'm just, I'm tired of hearing it. Got to talk. Got to start talking about that. We failed on that part. Even Ty City knows what I'm talking about. That we failed that part. We fucked up, man. Ain't nobody care. No, let's stop. Let's cut the crap, man. It's too much dereliction in the air, man. They don't acknowledge that. So let's cut it out. You always gonna have people like her. Yeah, it's arrogance and insecurity. Yeah, a lot of people too insecure, man. That's why a lot of these dudes tell people to cam up, but they don't even cam up. I laugh at these people, man. I cammed up a couple times on certain individuals' platforms in the chat. Juan G's, you name it, Rashawn. I ain't got no problems. I can say that with full confidence. I've done that. That's my choice. I don't force it on nobody. Don't follow me. I ain't nobody's leader. I'm just a messenger. I just give it to you and there he is. Yeah, in a way, third, but it's more to that. I already know about the information that DeAndre sent me. It was sensitive. He's part of that shit too. They're gonna take his shit out too. He's on the other side, man. Not gonna be involved in that sting off shit. What they about to do in December. They're already doing it now. That goes for all them niggas. We told Gino to stay away from over there. You fuck with that gang, you're not gonna see him next month. I'm just giving y'all a fair warning. Yeah, Ty City, yeah, we called it. Ty know what's up. He created his own shit. They ain't worrying about Ty City. They worrying about the ones that's actually talking that bullshit. Can't say nothing about the, a lot of people call them G Hays, but gays, but they can't say nothing about same sex. So I call them same sex. You can't say nothing about them. That's your people now. What do you say? He said, that's your people now. They're your peoples. He said, they're your people now. And they are. They're his people now. You can't go against them. The alphabet group, you cannot go against them. Especially you can't criticize them and women together. You can't do that because that's just part of the game. It's part of the political ploy. Can't do that. They're your peoples now. Like Tassi said, they're your people. Looks like we'll fade us all one day, and I'd rather be known for my character and spirit. Oh, that's cool. Facts. I agree. Yeah, they always gonna fade away. They fade away all the time. Sometimes you gotta eat the right stuff and they won't fade away. But some people they don't have confidence in that. And some people it's really your character in the day, how you act. So yeah. Yeah, Jerome's on his other side. I'm not mad at him. Jeronke, Jahomie, Jehomeless. Are they gonna buy him a house? No. Yeah, left his school of thought. Yeah, because it's I would say a third wacky. I'll say a third of them owns a share of Google, not just YouTube, but Google. Period. Now let me tell you something wacky. They do kill each other. They get rid of each other if there's a problem with the bias rules. One thing I can say about them fools, they kill their own. They full of shit too, just like the right. They both of them ain't shit. That's why I'm a moderate. They need to go. When the shit army gets up, this thing will go bye bye. This website is just not, just it's just it's just crazy, man. Shouts out to Tyrone Chess for that. Nadia left. Yeah, the man's in his car, man. I mean, I'm not mad at him. Hey, do what you do. If you're a minimalist guy, I'm not gonna judge you. I mean, if you're homeless and you're trying to find a place, I get it. But you gotta scrub your shit. You talk foul about the same sexuals, man. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. It's comments. I agree with Ty City. Better scrub that shit. And the zero try to say, oh, he don't have to scrub it. Bullshit. How much you want to bet? Our women is crazy. They co-sign that shit. I live in a state that co-signs the political aspects of that shit. And yes, they have a share in Google too. They fuck with Google people. They fuck with you too. Be surprised. You better not say nothing against them. They paying your fucking bills. They hand you the money. You gonna take 50 million? They'll throw 50 million in your fucking face. I seen this type of shit before when I used to work in a corporation. I worked in the organization and the corporation together, and they showed that type of money. Here's the keys. You want the money, nigga? You better go jump. Go say aha. Like Wacky said, yeah, it's a third of the leftist group. You can't say nothing bad about them. You know what that reminds me of? Yeah, I agree with Wacky's comment right here. He's speaking facts. You can't say shit. That's why I'm drinking carefully. The liberal shit, I'm not drinking carefully because that go either way. I'm just asking a question. The leftists, they don't care. As long as you don't say nothing derogatory, you're good. You know, as long as you're not trying to overthrow Google, YouTube. Here's the secret: don't try to be a revolutionary on here. Hebrew Israelites tried that shit in 2012. You saw what happened. You got agents. Get the cuffs out. They ain't playing with you. I already know about what the sting off is gonna happen next month. Well, DeAndre showed me that information. I said, "Oh shit!" I think it was a Thursday Thrills number 5. If you watch the beginning, what we was talking about, he sent me something in email, and I was like, I didn't like what I read, and then he gave me another part of it. I said, Dre, you doing too much. I ain't have to say shit, so I'm good. Once I got that community strike, I'm back in the algorithm. Once you get one of those, it's been 9 years since I got one. That's why I did that stream. I believe was it Today's Tuesday. I know it's Wednesday over at DeAndre's time, but yeah, man. They said full of hypocrisy. Well, that's a whole nother topic, man. But when I talk about it, it's gonna be in depth. I mean, like I said, black people's all over the place. Well, actually, that's more. It ain't just black folks. That's people in general. America's all over the place. Ideology. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Politics ain't the issue. It's idiots that don't study politics is the issue. That's why I have a problem with it. It's not one group. It's bitch ass people that don't do research. This for fucking YouTube. People's pathetic Google, any social, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They'll get crushed in a debate. All I have to do is bring links and they'll shut the fuck up, man. They have not debated guys like Joe Biden, for example, on issues. I'm talking about his peoples. They got the pen, the jewels. They got this shit. Not these weak motherfuckers like Jordan Peterson. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They're idiots. I told that to Jay Sean. They're idiots. You're wasting your fucking time. Go debate the guys that's fucking up this shit. And they'll shut the fuck up real quick, but they ain't gonna let you speak because they can't debate worth a lick. You know what I'm saying? You gotta punch them in the shit, crack their skull, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want smart people. They don't want smart people cutting heads off. That's how you get rid of them. It's by force, man. They respect power. They don't respect you running your mouth on YouTube like that. That's why you got bots. Mainstream ministry is finished. They need nigga support. They scared to death. They can't do it by themselves. Yeah, they do. But our issues is more prevalent than theirs. But once we get to that shit, it's internal. It's internal. Most of it's internal. A lot of people ain't built like that. Like I've yet to see a white person challenge me on some shit, and they don't know what the fuck they talking about either. They think just like a dereliction of a Negro. It's too high, man. They know what they did. Ernest's Voice is no joke. When Cerulean told me about that, and that was a good fucking read. Everybody's divided. The men is fucked up all the way around this country, especially black men. We the catalyst. What's going on, Mike? We're the catalyst of this shit. And once we understand that, we got to get up under. It's just like people in Southern City. Yeah, they're niggas too. Yeah, yeah. There you go. I peeped this shit a long time ago, and I studied how websites do like these, Twitter and whatever, and it's sad. Black folks don't get it, man. Like that's done by design. And what's wrong with black people today? It's a lot of shit. Yeah, it's the mentality, not the race. Exactly. It's the mentality, man. They act like a bunch of derelicts, yes. But it's insurgency. It's scary because they doing barbaric shit. Yeah. I could say rape or grape, but hey, It's a lot of shit, but it's programmed. When you really talk to them in person, they like that too, especially in this state. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fucked up people in Georgia too. Don't let them lie to you, man. Don't fall for that fancy shit. I know it's in Sheets where he's from. Everybody, the whole East Coast is fucked up. When you start talking to people, when I was a barista, a lot of people got a lot of problems, man. Real problems. Comes to money, kids, and all that shit. Sad part, they don't want to admit that. That's why they draw into the internet like that, especially in these spaces, because if you really listen to them, and they be over at Roger Report sometimes stressing out on panels and shit last year. When I heard the crazy stories I heard, oh, you know it's on. And it's not just his, it's a lot of others. I be listening to certain individuals. People don't play around with that shit. It's all about psychological damage. How can you fix someone that's already messed up and you ain't got the spirit to combat that? What's going on, Supreme Elder, Mr. DJ Music? Salute to you. Yes, true, true, true. So true. And that's why people are asking people to cam up. Don't worry about that, man. Some people worry about the message. They ain't worried about you cam up. I mean, if you cam up, that's a choice. I'm okay with that. I respect people's freedoms. You know what I'm saying? But we can't just be dictating. And if we allow them not to cam up, that's our fault. So we got to counter that. You can have someone cammed up, you got someone not cammed up, and expose somebody. It only takes one third person to get both of y'all in the same area, and there you are. It only takes one person to solve that issue. It don't have to take one of us to. It could take a third person in the conversation. Just stand on what you're gonna do in person, but they're not gonna do that. The spirit's not in the right place. Just like I said, debating white people won't prove nothing. If he's smart enough to get you up out of there, and they hurt their own all day. We do the same shit all day on YouTube. Exactly. Then us blacks. Yes, agree. Yeah, listen to DS1, y'all. He just said it. Facts. It's more white niggas in the South living power of the government than us blacks. Exactly. I see that all the time. We got problems too, but it's the mentality what we have. We too hard headed, man. Yeah, facts are what I agree. Yeah, economics is a part of it. No, eight. Yeah, that's a whole nother issue right there. But oh eight, no 10, but that's collected. It don't mean nothing. Y'all the new niggas now. And they don't give a fuck about y'all either. So America's been done. Now you gotta deal with it. Biden's just icing on the cake. He ain't gonna make another round. Tell you that right now. I don't see him winning. I don't want nobody want him. I don't think he wanna do this again. You just gotta look at the big picture. See what time it is. It's 11:20 right now. Oh shit. It's only been an hour. I'm about to cut this down. But yeah, you can't be crying. Can't be crying. Because some people they just gonna look at it the hard way. But nobody's camming up in 2021. They're too hard headed. It's a lot of people be spying on here and shit. Their agencies fighting each other. It's a civil war, man. I'm glad certain people told me that on certain panels. Yeah, yeah, act right. I already know what time it is. But we're the blame. Once we get our stuff right, like my man DS1 said, what we say, heal before we build. Yeah, gotta do that. Yeah, if he survives the first term, yeah, I bet he will. Exactly, Mike. Yeah, yeah. That's all it is. That's all it is. Until you meet in person, it's over. I don't want to hear nothing because when Tommy got his head cracked in New York, Niggas in Baltimore did him the business. They didn't like his content, his rhetoric. See, people don't have to like you in person. They know your content. People getting their emotions, man. I'm telling you, people are emotional. I'm sorry, man. Like the stuff we be saying on the airways, like media. This is media too. You think they ain't gonna get you? Shit, you better stand on it, man. It's got them hands. I mean, yeah, if you want to survive the gunplay, that's cool, but they can always bust back. You know what I'm saying? It's tit for tat. It's fair game on either side. You got to be careful. You got to really be about that. Next thing you know, your own people, your own circles get ratchet out. I just know how this thing goes. That's the internet. Or the vice president's irrelevant. She ain't gonna win, and they gonna win the next term. He said that nigga was running him and Charlemagne exactly. And these dudes is weak, man. I understand about being on camera. I understand it takes a lot of effort. But y'all can't be talking this shit right now. There's other things to worry about than this shit. You just showing your hand. See, white men can use this shit and don't care. And they don't cam up at all. I seen shows that get way more views than us that don't even cam up. And that's a new thing. That's been a new thing. See, camming up, that you think about pre-records. Yeah, you can do it on live, it's cool, but they think about pre-records, and nobody's not saying that. As a first-time administration, yeah, it don't really matter because they're gonna be successful. They're trying to keep the healthcare what it is. Next year, it don't really matter, and the years down the line, they're not gonna run again. They're too stupid to run again. Somebody's not gonna vote for him again. I'm sorry. He's 80-something years old, and he's not gonna win that. I don't see him winning. It's already a civil war in the works in 2024. White folks is too stupid. What I saw in the Capitol, they too stupid. They don't want that. It's always gonna be something. And we always somewhere to hold a fucking head to the promised land. It's our fault, man. That's why you got dereliction today, man. Well, the Negro's gonna save us. You know, that's their mindset. Remember when old buddy came to Indianapolis and Cat pulled the blicky out on him and said, "Let's talk," and walk down this dark alley, and it got real quick. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember. It's a lot of shit like that. A lot of people get killed over this shit, man. They don't get it, man. I wouldn't dare nobody to cam up. That's why I leave Cerulean alone, man. He's done that before. Niggas watch from the speakers. They listen. They listen to my shit. Leave that man alone, man. Leave me alone, cause I don't bother nobody. Cause I got people that can mess your ass up. See what I'm saying? They got your respect level. You better make some little crew alliances. You be all right. Sometimes people just need to just be quiet to move on and stop messing with people. It's bad enough. Ain't that much left of us left, really. Gotta stop saying that. Well, you can say red wave. I don't see no red wave. I see a blue wave. Red wave done fucked up. They're done. That's 2024, my man. I agree with you. They're trying, but they ain't got nobody. Who they got? Democrats done fucked up everything. Yeah, it did 2016, but it's gonna start again since he's out of office. They want another one. It's gonna be 2024. Biden ain't gonna do shit. And he knows it. Exactly. We're his whipping boy. We're the whipping boys. But actually, I disagree with that. 600 years, it ain't gonna die like Greenland. No, it's gonna be worse than dying like Greenland. It's be like Rome. This country is 300 some years old. It ain't gonna live 600 years. I don't know where you get that from. 600 my ass. Peace, nicer. This country's too stupid like that. Mike B said it might not even make it 300 years old. I'm just saying. It's 200 something, 70 something years old right now. Was it 245, 245 or something like that? How old this country is? Hell, we barely getting hit 300. We're too stupid, man. You take us out, you take black people out of this country will die faster. Trust me. Military, all that, economics, tech, sports, it's a wrap. Some other races ain't shit. They Johnny come latelys. They follow what we do. Wherever we do, they do. It's just tit for tat, like DeAndre said, man. We're not playing around. A lot of people don't care, man. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's true. True. Enhance. I agree with that. Yes. It's all that. But it's us really. If we fuck up, y'all go along with us. It's that simple. If something happens to us and we leave, this country is dead. No one gives a fuck. All of it's spiritual. We gotta get right first before we help anybody else. But leaving this country, we're done, man. This country's done. Better keep your eye on Josh Haley. He's the real new face of the Republicans. Take them back to the days of JFK. Yeah, I've heard of him. Holly, yeah, he's pretty good, but I mean that's who they're trying to push. But 2024, that's where you're gonna see him. He's gonna have to do something. Everybody else, I don't see that. He's probably gonna be that standard. I don't know if Trump is gonna back him or whoever's gonna back him, but Republicans is gonna be fine in 2024. They're gonna have their little civil war and then just see it. What's going on? Yeah, it's always happening. He said, no, it's shark list 600. Oh, okay. Shit. America will never live 600 years. I'll tell you that right now. It's 200 some years old. What you talking about? I'm talking about the United States. I'm not talking about this continent. America will not live that long. Too stupid, like I said. Like, if you take black folks out of this country will die. It'll be a wasteland. Just like it was when it was founded. Indigenous people did not rule this shit. It was animals. It was raptors and shit. I did a stream on prehistoric America, and everybody else came through. They were nothing afterwards. They ain't had no culture. Bunch of rocks and shit and pyramids. You look at them now, they ain't did anything constructive. It was barbaric as hell. I mean, they were decent people and culture before they did the barbaric stuff, but the military was the last piece. If you study the Aztecs and the Mayans, they were the last piece. I did streams on it, bro. Y'all ain't been paying attention. Them dark history streams, I was dropping jewels and that shit on their website. There's a reason why they like that. They was trying to survive something. But those cultures are dead anyway. Nobody cares about them. Like I said, they're gonna be forgettable 1,000 more years. So that's a time when the world was young, but see, they ain't got no technology to see what they really look like. We ain't there yet. So I'm saying America's trying to be like Rome. How you feel like states results in Virginia? Same. Don't really care. Same old shit. But the Georgia elections are important next year. You're gonna see where we're coming from. Stacey Abrams gonna take it over. They ain't got nobody to compete with her. It's payback. They ain't getting rid of Walnut because he's got the church. They'll try to get rid of Ossoff. I'll say they'll try to get rid of Ossoff. But if it's blue and blue, it's staying. Because Georgia's gonna be purple for a while or blue for a while. Because the red people, yeah, they exist, but they don't exist anymore. Because they can't represent, they ain't got no representation. They're gonna have to leave the state. I'm trying to tell you, rural areas are going to get gentrified in the near future. It's corporation built. I heard this in a video game on GTA 5. There was a mission that showed Trevor Phillips talking about he likes to live out in the country, right? And then Michael, the stealth guy with the money, right, said, "What happens if they buy all the land?" And what he mean by that in the game, he said, what happens if corporations buy all the countryside? Think about that. Make shopping centers. Y'all won't be talking then. Yeah, I see that a lot. I'm from Tennessee. I know. They did that one time when I was a kid. back in the early 2000s, they did that shit. Bought a land that was empty, put shopping centers. There goes your gentrification right there. They're gonna do it again. They did that in the hood. Yeah, I've been knowing about that shit. That ain't nothing new, and they ain't gonna stop. It's still big business. They're not gonna stop these trucks. The tech's gonna be better, but they're gonna tell you, we're gonna take this damn land, boy. By force. It's all about power in the day. If you ain't doing nothing, don't speak on it. But camming up these days, man, people ain't showing what they got. A lot of people scared, man. They bold out here. Yeah, Jenner, that's just like Georgia, man. Let me tell you something. Georgia's like that. You have a Republican governor winning in a blue state. That's knowing because he's about that bread. Know what I'm saying? But don't be surprised if State Abram wins this state. And they can try to turn this state red. It's a possibility, but I don't think Georgia's going to be a red state. It might be a blue state in the future because of the shit that Trump did. Yeah. Yeah, you know about North Texas. Yeah, because I know y'all know. Because this shit is real, man. But we talked about it and get away from camming up and shit. I say what I had to say. But yeah, but shouts out to everybody. Enhance, Degenerate, Nicer, Thug, Dick Thug, Mace. Who else came through? Supreme Elder, aka Mr. DJ Music. DS1. She Stay Sleep TV. Check out his channel, y'all. Go subscribe to DS1. Mike V, RPA. Who else came through? I think Kat came through. Shouts out to her. Nadia. Who else came through? Third Ward. Always. Taurus Gang. Misha. Who else came through? Who else came through? Wacky, the legendary Wacky World of Bowls. Y'all subscribe to that brother, man. Sexy Red. What's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. Gabe. Extraordinaire. DeAndre. Hail to the Great Skull. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Lonzo. What up, dude? I am listening. Who else came through? Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I had to get that spiel out about camming up and not camming up. You got Funk came through, okay. Yeah, man. I might talk about this third. AB, shout out to you for coming through. Juan G's, Antisocialite. Yeah, everybody came through today. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, and the general and Tyrone. So with that, I want to say peace.